guys, I'm Icha and welcome back to my channel, Ting! So today I did this really colorful eye makeup look inspired by the Rockin Moroccan Palette by Lurella Cosmetics. If you like this look, keep on watching. After I'm done with my moisturizer, I'm going to use the No Skin Perfecting Illuminator. This is a really nice primer and gives a really nice glow. And I'm just going to apply it in the areas where I want a lot of natural glow. I'm just going to massage it into the skin. So you can see my skin already looks very radiant and glowy. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with my brows. I'm going to take a spoolie and brush my eyebrow hair. Now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pomade in the shade Ebony, and then I'm going to take the Lurella Cosmetics eyebrow brush, and I'm going to just apply it, fill in my brows. Alright, now I'm going to use the concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in the shade 122 Sand, and I'm just going to apply it right here, just to give my brows more shape. Then I'm going to take this small Lurella beauty sponge and I'm going to just dab the product on my eyelids. I really love how pointed the end is, kind of gets into all the corners. Just going to do that right here. I'm going to take the same beauty sponge and I'm going to take my brush and kind of redefine the shape. So today we're using the Rockin Moroccan Palette from Lurella Cosmetics. So this is inspired by, I guess, Moroccan theme. It's so like very, very colorful. You can see the entire palette. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pronounce these names wrong, but I'm gonna try my best. So the first shade we're using is this one right here, the really light shade. It says it's called Tupkal. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's like this whitish, beigey color. So I'm just gonna make sure there's no creasing on my lids, and I'm gonna apply it like so all over my lids. So I'm using this brown shade called Sahara to just give my eyes a bit of depth. You can see that it's very light. I love this shade, it's really pretty. After the brown, we're gonna use this orange shade called Atlas. So I'm just gonna dip my medium blending brush and I'm gonna apply it right underneath the brown, just like here, like so. Wow, that's a lot of pigment. Love that. So I'm taking more of that shade and I'm just gonna now blend it right on my crease, like so. First, I'm gonna place it on my crease. Then I'm gonna start blending it. First, I'm gonna gently dab and apply it on my crease, like so. And then I'm gonna blend it. You can see how pigmented the palette really is. Now I'm gonna take the same bigger blending brush and I'm gonna blend everything together. I'm just blending this part out even more to kind of give this really nice diffused look. You can see. Now I'm gonna take the flat brush again, and in this area I'm just gonna add a bit of concealer, like so. On this other side as well. Now since I have hooded eyes, as soon as I kind of open my eyes and look up, it kind of makes the semicircle out here. So I'm just gonna outline this like so. Now I'm gonna take my finger and gently press the concealer in place. Now with another flat brush, I'm using this shade right here called Fez. It's this really nice champagne-y color. And I'm just gonna press my brush like this, and then I'm gonna apply it on my eyelids, like so. You just wanna dab the color on here so it's super nice and even and bright. Just dab it. Then I'm gonna take the medium blending brush and kind of brush these harsh edges away. This will create a really diffused look. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that orange shade called Atlas and just apply it right here, going kind of on an angle right here, like so. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending it in. Now I'm gonna take that same orange color called Atlas and I'm gonna start doing this gently on top right here, just to define the crease more. And now we're gonna take the same brown shade called Sahara, and I'm just gonna dip my brush in here and just gently add that on the outer corners of my eyes. Now, I'm really inspired by this outfit. I really love how it's so nice and blue. So I do want to incorporate blue into my eyes as well. So I'm gonna take this bigger brush, kind of blend everything else together because we want a very nice diffused look. So I want to incorporate a bit of blue in my eye makeup as well, just because I'm really inspired by this outfit. So I'm gonna use this color called Rizani and perhaps this one called Riyadh. I'm gonna mix them together and create a really nice blue and then use it on my eyes. Just gonna go right here and with the smallest blending brush that I have, just gonna apply it right here. Now I'm gonna take the darker blue called Riyadh and I'm just gonna deepen this color right at the end. Taking a medium blending brush, I'm gonna just blend these colors together. Now I'm gonna use this Floral eye pencil in my waterline, and I'm just gonna kind of... Okay, so this kind of looks green, so I'm gonna add more of that blue color called Riyadh, and I'm just gonna apply it right here at the ends and kind of try to make this more blue. There we go. And same eye pencil, I'm using the Floral one, kind of just brushing it. Now I'm gonna use the Lurella eyeliner in the shade Shadow. This is a really nice, easy to use black liner. And I'm gonna start at the innermost corner of the eyes, like so. Just gonna apply some nice liner. This is such a nice felt tip, very easy to use. Now I'm gonna use the pointed tip and just give myself a nice wing. If you want, you can also elongate it. I'm just gonna elongate it a little bit. Now I'm done with my eyeliner. I'm gonna take the same dark blue shade called Riyadh and I'm gonna take this tiny brush and wherever I have this liner, I'm just gonna slightly place the color on top of the liner, like so. Now I'm gonna take my mascara and I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna use the REIZVOLL one first, like so. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Gosh volumizing mascara and give it a nice twirl like this. These two mascaras together are so wonderful. They're such a good team. My eyelashes are looking pretty good with just these mascaras. We're gonna do the same thing on the lower lashes and this area as well. Now I'm gonna use these falsies called Wolves and we are good to go. All right, so we're done with the lashes. You can see these kind of looks. The lashes really pull it together and it looks so pretty with the lashes. I'm loving the blue underneath and on top right here with just a little bit. Now let's move on to our skin. I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 130 Buff Beige and I'm using the Lurella Cosmetics Lucid Dream Brush Set. And I'm just gonna take the foundation and I'm gonna start applying it right here, like so. All right, so I'm just gonna now take this brush and kind of work my way through on my neck and just massage it on my skin like so, gently. You don't want to pull your skin. Now before I apply the foundation here, I'm gonna take a beauty blender and start blending this half of my face because this foundation does tend to dry fast. So I'm just gonna take my blender and kind of go whoop. I absolutely love the finish of this foundation. It's so amazing. Now I'm gonna apply the rest of the foundation on my forehead like so. I like to dab it first with my brush and kind of then work my way buffing it. Just gonna take the same beauty blender and work my way here. Just gonna make sure all the corners are covered. In areas where they're like, you know, around my eyebrows, I'm just gonna take the smaller beauty blender and work my way right here, right here. This makes my life so easy. Right. So now, while I let this foundation kind of settle in, I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer. So I'm using the Age Rewind concealer, work it out here. out here, wherever I have darkness or wherever I feel like I want to add more light. And we're going to take the beauty blender and I'm just going to work my way through it. So for the eyes, I'm just going to kind of dab it in the corners so that the concealer doesn't move and is in place, like so. So while this kind of sits here, I'm going to work the foundation on the other areas. All right, so now I'm going to take this smaller blender and kind of work in this area, lift up my face like so, just dab it here and lift up my face like that, like so. Then I'm gonna go ahead with the leftover foundation, concealer. I'm just gonna go this way and bring it all together. So this technique, what it does is, you can see it creates the most amount of light here and then here, and then the least amount of light here. So that way, wherever the darkest areas of my dark circles is right here, so that's where it gives the highest coverage. I really like this technique. Now whatever is left on this tiny blender, I'm just gonna go ahead and just iron areas where I feel I need more light. And yeah, that is done with the foundation and the concealer. Now we can move ahead with our contour. Now today I'm gonna use a cream contour and then set it with a powder contour. So I'm gonna use this Paese Artist contour in the shade Almond. So just gonna take that. I'm gonna take my flat brush, powder brush, and just give it a little swirl out here. And then I'm just gonna start shaping my face, like so. So you wanna take the cream and kind of just, you know, dab it onto the skin. Because this is a cream product, we will be blending it. And right here. So this is how I contour my face to give it shape. Now for the most important part, my double chin. Kind of work my way right here and just blend it together. Now I'm gonna take the blender and blend all the cream contour in place. Now whatever is left over on the brush, I'm just gonna contour my nose with it in this way. Just push it from this side and on this side. That way the nose is pointed how I like it. I'm gonna take the same beauty blender and just dab everything in place. Now I see I like my contour. After that, I'm gonna set the same contour with a powder. I'm gonna use the Essence palette to kind of contour, highlight, and blush now. I'm using the contour shade and applying it on the areas where the cream contour is, like so, kind of setting the contour in place. Now whatever is left on the brush, on the nose. There we go. Now I just like to take the beauty blender one more time and kind of just go over it, just because I feel like this makes my skin look more natural. Now I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm just gonna use a little bit of the blush. I'm using these two shades right here and I'm just gonna swirl it around and give my cheeks some color. Just a little bit here. And now we're almost done. Before I apply the highlighter, I'm gonna take this setting spray from Golden Rose, give it a nice little spritz all over, make sure my face is covered. Woo! Now while this setting spray is settled on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my lips. For my lip liner, I'm using the Pillow Talk lip pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just gonna go ahead and just overline my lips. You can see it's a really nice natural lip shade. Now you can go ahead and fill it in, or you can just leave it at that. Today I'm just gonna use this lip liner and fill it all in. Now today we're gonna use a gloss from, actually we're gonna use two glosses from Lurella Cosmetics. The first shade is called Cocoa, my favorite. And I'm just gonna apply it all over right here. Such a pretty color, wow. Absolutely love this shade. Especially if I'm doing like colorful eyes like these. I love colors like these. There we go. And while this lip gloss settles in, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my highlighter from the same palette using this golden one on top. Gonna give it a nice swirl. And I'm applying the highlighter on the highest points of my face, like so, and giving it a nice swirl. Dee-da-dee-da. I love how this look is turning up. Very like Caribbean, Moroccan vibe, like the palette. There we go. And now, just to make that gloss a little bit, you know, add that little bit of extra oomph, I'm gonna take this lip topper from Lurella Cosmetics. It's called Thirsty. And I'm just gonna apply it right here in the middle of my lip gloss, like so, making my lips look sexier, if I say so myself. And that's about it, guys. So this is the completed look. And just gonna give it one more spritz. We're good to party. All right, guys, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed making it. And if you want to see more videos, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Record, wait, oh.
Or you have
Okay.